Over there, in blue.
Yeah, this is for all of you. I just wanted to know, of all the Gundam series that you've done, and if you've only done one, then I guess you answer that. But how did you actually like the stories? Did you like your characters when you first got them? Did you not understand them? How did you like the Gundam stories?
There's characters.
I did not understand any of it. The first 3-4 sessions, I'm constantly with the director. What the is going on? This is years ago, Gundam Wing, which is all our first Gundam series. So when you can imagine, none of us worked on any kind of an animated series like that. And wow, we auditioned to play, these tall, skinny girls, and we all got the parts. and then the scripts are unbelievably different than Saturday morning cartoons that we work on. So
We don't get to see the script.
until
Generally, you just get a stack of lines, essentially, and it's like, all right, the parts of the show that I know and vaguely understand are the parts where my mouth is going. The rest is a blur and a mystery, especially on Wing, because it was just like, now, knowing that we have to come, face you, and actually have answers. So on Double Zero, it was like, okay, what is going on here? Now I need to know. Don't sit up here looking like this.
Yeah, I only did Gundam Wing and Endless Waltz, the movies, but yeah, it's sort of miraculous that it turned out as good as it did, I think, because some of us never, none of us really worked together. We all, as you guys know, we all did it solo. We go in and we would do our parts. And sometimes you were lucky and some of the guys were in before you, so you got to actually hear how they did it. But a lot of the time you just had to guess. And so it was kind of like, I think the way it worked out was kind of like a funny, kind of like, I would sort of imagine in my mind, what Scott might sound like. And it's sort of,
And what he did was never what I would imagine.
Those were mostly the outtakes.
So yeah, it was always kind of a guessing game, figuring out what was going on, but I don't know, maybe that added something to it. Maybe the fact that we were sort of kind of flying by the seat of our pants sort of threw some kind of energy into it or something like that.
It's a testament to the director's skill on that, because he's probably the only person that really knows what's going on. It's always miraculous when you do get to watch some of it and you go, oh, that conversation sounds like a conversation. I wasn't just talking to empty space on the table.
Yeah.
It looks like most of you have tried them. How do you like my cookies?
Delicious. Delicious.
I was literally
have some for
after this
everyone.
question going to go, but these cookies are amazing.
Thank you. Now forget everyone else. Let's
And
try
vaguely
these over.
hallucinogenic, so thank you. Wow.
So many people here.
I can see music.
Everything looks like noodles.
Come back there.
Yes, I have a question for Ryan. When your character Zex got the Gundam Epion, how do you feel voicing a character that owned all the other Gundam pods except for Gundam?
How did I feel what?
When Zex got the Epion,
Yes.
he finally got a Gundam.
Yes.
Yes.
How did I feel about that?
What else except for him?
I feel.
Off camera, he cried.
Oh yes. This I love this. Everyone see this.
Practice safe sex, even a Gundam!
I'm wearing one right now.
There's only one person wearing it.
Two.
Yes, more. Yes.
Wow, holy cow.
How do you get into this kind of work?
How do you get into this kind of work?
This was
You
part
can't
of
get a
the
job
order.
doing it. Yeah.
Part of my pick up litter on the side of the highway.
Not being so good at math.
All of us, I think, have pretty much everyone a theater background of some sort, or that's how we got started. I think, and for me it was high school, there was, most classes I didn't really enjoy, and drama I did. So, hey, if I can make money somehow doing this, and out of high school, it was to theater school with a lot of us, and we just kind of moved down that path. And when your voice is your instrument as an actor, so you can add your look. So you got to sell that, and you got to use that. So whether we work on stage or on camera, on radio, you try and work as much as you can, and the animation business happens to be thriving business in the city we live in. Had we been actors in somewhere in the middle of Idaho, we might not have been able to do this, but it's a pretty booming industry in Vancouver, so we decided that there's good money in it, and you can use your skills in that arena as well.
I loved it. I mean, I started this 21 years ago with The New Adventures of He-Man.
Yeah.
And this was,
We started it together.
That's right.
We started at the same show.
Mark was this tall. Pretty much in vitro when he started working.
We can hear it. We can hear him from inside.
He's almost made it to the egg. See, in the studio, boom, Androids is born. Yeah, I mean, it was 10.
Were you 10?
Yeah, I was about 10 years old.
He was the kid. I work with so many people now that were the kid. And suddenly everyone's like, "Hey, Scott, good to see you, man." It's like, what?
But it takes a lot. It's not like the kind of, in my experience, it's not the kind of industry that is, that you just kind of just breeze into. It takes a lot of commitment and a lot of work. And one of the things about being an actor is that you have no job security at all. So you really never know until you build a body of work and you build maybe a reputation or a certain level of skill and self-confidence that you never really know whether you'll ever work again, really. And so it's not an industry for like the faint of heart. It's like something that a lot of people. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, it looks like fun. I think I can do that. I'd like to get into that." It's a lot of work. There's a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of commitment and a certain willingness to kind of throw caution to the wind, and really not know ever when your next paycheck is going to come. So it's it does take a lot of fortitude in a way to do it, and also you have to be a little crazy.
You gotta have a pretty.
It's on the inside and puts him on the house. We spend a lot of time in small padded rooms screaming. Think about it. Because my therapist says rabbits don't actually talk.
But ducks do.
They do in my world.
Hamsters.
It's okay, Scott. My buddy talks to me all the time.
I understand. I can see your imaginary friend.
Okay, I had a question for all of you. Is there a line that you think your character in Gundam Wing should have said that they didn't end up saying?
Making us
Bad rhythm cosplayer.
start in the Caribbean.
Line. I'm trying to. In Gundam Wing, I was blown into space for like 12 episodes. I was just gone. There's a whole bunch of things I would have liked to have said, but it didn't work for a big chunk episode. So that would be my answer.
Dorothy, I'm gonna kick your ass!
I feel better now. That was therapeutic. Thank you. And these cookies are delicious.
I think Hero probably should have at one point probably could have said, "Relina, I'm checking myself into therapy."
There were lots important things that our characters did say in the studio that just didn't quite ever escape the room. The television network loaded in on itself. Screaming death. There are outtake reels out there. Oh my.
Where are they? Help us
You
find
cannot have them.
It'll never work again. The name's heavy on.
Call the internet. Just leave it to us. We'll be happy to.
You know, you'll stop 32-ounce cans of monsters next year.
Oh God, no. I'm off the stuff, man.
Let's take some more questions. Yet you're waiting for them.
Yep. As you know, I've been a fan of voice acting for some time, and I enjoy the fact that you guys would do a pre-lay, you all get together, and just feed off each other, as said in the other panels.
Yes,
And-
cannibalism does exist. There used to be 6 Gundam.
Oh, phase voice actors in here. That's what happens.
Towards the end of the panel, I was wondering if you could just read, like a cold reading where, just a quick scene that I did of a series that I'm trying to come up with. And,
Oh my God, we're auditioning. You look really nice today.
well, just,
That would become fun.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it right now.
Let's do it right now.
That's weird.
I'm
no good in auditions.
You realize we all have to do our 12 warm-ups.
There's a lot of lines. Prince Vaughn, he sees himself above the rest. Pompous and rude, I think that's good for me.
Councilman Sete, wisest among the councilmen. Head of the group and is in temporary charge of ruling Zonia until the Princess of Auron is of age to take over her rightful places.
Yeah, I think that's good for me too.
I like to play the old guys, now I work for him. His main concern is now for the safety of his people. He knows the time of the peace is imminent.
All right.
We're giving you our characters
Just
hold
read
on
it.
so you can see if we
Okay.
All right. It's good.
Vinny. Vinny comes from a peacekeeping tribe. I'm going to do very well. Peacekeeping tribe of elves. Tech repair guy, nothing he can't fix. Although what he gains in being the brains of the bunch, he lacks in self-confidence when it comes to talking to the ladies. But someday, he hopes he'll be brave enough to impress the girl of his dreams. Typecast again!
Kevin.
I'm sorry, I don't have enough lines. I'm gonna have more lines for me. I will be in my trailer until such time as I have more goddamn lines. All right.
I'm Kevin, an average teenager who graduates from high school, rescued from death by a gemstone he finds at a construction site. This happens to me all the time. Teams up with the Knights of Oran, who teaches him the art of spirit wielding. You gotta be careful how you wield your spirits. And helps him in their quest to stop a former knight who plans to conquer their world. In return, the Knights agree to help him find his way back home.
I'm gonna do. I'll be feeding.
Caleb, a tough, hot-headed knight with an attitude that if provoked, he'll be more than happy to smash your head in. But despite his outer hard exterior, inside lies a real nice guy, if he's in the mood.
Nice.
You're gonna be the female leader?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, you
I'm
are.
gonna pick somebody from the audience.
All right, okay.
We have an impromptu script reading here at the Gundam panel.
And also, I need a guy. Put your hand behind everything. As for everybody else, you also are going to be part of it. You're going to be the walk, in which you are going to be making a couple of noises, in which
act upon. And once they speak, then that's when you quiet down for a bit. So as I read and whatnot, when I go like this, guys just start talking among yourselves until they go.
WALA is an acronym for with all actors. Yep.
Let's roll.
All right.
Okay.
Knights of Orin, this is, okay, we're recording Knights of Orin. We're here at Metrocon in Florida, and scene from lesson 1, take 1.
All right, the world leaders from all over Zonia discuss among themselves the terrible news of Laban's return and the Knights' failure to defeat them.
Everyone, please! We knew this would happen. We need to remain calm.
We must have more faith in the Knights of Oron. They helped us defeat Laban before. They can do it again.
That was back when Zarkon ruled. These are new times. His daughter and the Knights today are nothing like their predecessors. They're inexperienced fighters against an elite warrior. They don't stand a
Who's Kevin?
Laban may be a high-class fighter, but he's not immortal. They can defeat him.
All right, all eyes look at Kevin, standing tall and confident in himself, until they glare at him and whisper among themselves. So hands come on screen and grab Kevin's arm, pulling him down, and we see Caleb bringing Kevin closer to him.
Hey, rocks for brains. They don't teach you when to keep your mouth shut where you come from.
From behind, Vinny comes.
Sit down before you get in trouble. Sit down before you get in trouble.
Young man.
Kevin Riley, sir. I helped the Knights rescue the missing villagers. And I fought Laban.
There's a crusty good house.
All right, that's when Prince Vaughn enters the room.
That's me.
Prince Vaughn. Return from the war.
Yes.
Keep early.
Sorry, I'll come in again.
He's
It's always like this, working with Scott McNeil. I never get my lines in.
Wait, can I do that again? I can do that line again. I want to do it again. Make it better.
Okay.
And take 2.
Prince Vaughn.
Overlap.
These are the people I have to work with.
Take 3.
All right. Prince Vaughn. Return from the war, brother.
Yes. Well, those savages didn't know what hit them. Besides, I received the message that Laban has returned. I figured I should return to lend my services. And it's a good thing I did.
Your Highness, please forgive him his rudeness. He's an outsider. He doesn't know of our ways.
No, it's quite all right, Knight. What would an outsider know about respect? They're ignorant commoners who only follow their own rules.
Kevin raises his fist in the air to punch Vaughn until Caleb intervenes and restrains him.
Kevin, watch it. Don't be foolish.
And it's even more obvious that it was mere luck you beat Laban. Probably took it easy on you.
What?
And it's even more obvious that it was mere luck you beat Laban. It would take an immense amount of spirit energy to even equal Laban. And right now yours is equivalent to a silkworm.
I'd like to see what this silkworm could do.
Let's see what you got, kid.
Did we get the parts?
Stick around, we'll be right back.
Naisha Haynes. That was Knights of Oran by Naisha